Hi guys, this is Lashette from Scarlet Moon Creations and I'm back with another video. This is my February lunar plan with me, starting with the dark moon in Aquarius. In a bid to direct my creativity into other projects I've been neglecting, my bullet journal is going to be minimalist in style this year. So for this month, it's not an elaborate theme. I kept it pretty simple with just colors focused because of Black History Month. So I've got my blacks, and there's Valentine's Day here as well. So greens and pinks, and those match up with the heart chakra colors. The products I'm using, as always, will be listed in the description of the video below with links, so check there. And I've also decided to do without a cover page, which is something I did quite often in the past, and it's purely a decorative element, so I don't need to keep it if I'm not doing as much decorating, if that makes sense. So back with the time lapse, I'm doing my headers straight into the monthly log here, and I'm just putting block lettering that I've penciled in ahead of time, and it's new moon in Aquarius, the first 3 words at the top and Aquarius at the bottom. This I am lucky to do or be able to do because I have a bigger notebook this time, so there's plenty of space on my monthly log. I wound up drawing some hearts on the sides of all of my titles. They go with the monthly theme and they fill in some of the space. In the top left corner, it's gonna look a little weird because a few days before I did this, I actually spilled some water on this page, and the ink from the previous weekly on the other side kind of leaked through, unfortunately. I learned my lesson from the annual spread, so I'm not filling in the block letters. And as always, for the monthly log, I have the dates, the first letter of each weekday, and my moon phases. Now onto the other side, which is my projects and habit tracker. Keeping the same block lettering, just switching up the colors. Looking back, I used a lot more of the pinks and greens than the blacks, but the lines bracketing the titles are black. It took a lot of trial and error with these letters, so I'm glad I penciled it and practiced ahead of time. Same goes for these boxes or the habit trackers. Unfortunately, because of the sun, I paused or stopped my video and then did not start it in time. So I created a whole new health and wellness tracker than last month, but you don't get to see me make most of it. The gist is I went horizontal this time instead of vertical with the dates across the top along with the moon phases. Down the left side, I just have from around 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. and then underneath that, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and exercise. I plan for my sleep, water, and mood tracking to kind of overlap, which you'll see if you follow me on Instagram, link in the description, and I have plenty of space for review. On the right hand page is another new setup. Since the Beijing Winter Olympics will be this month from the 2nd to the 20th, I made a spread here. On the right column, the left column will be the sports, and the dates will be on the right, and just the US medal count total on the bottom. Last month I realized my memories page was rather large, new large notebook, and I don't need as much space. But I also missed the music page I was doing last year. So I split this in half and just split the difference. Half of my memories are music related anyway. And of course, now on the right, my last page is the review page. I'm going back and putting the line brackets on all the titles that I forgot to do, so that was my original plan. Now here we come to another new page that I hadn't finished filling out with my annual setup. This is what I'm calling Goalopoly, and basically it's a personal Monopoly board but set for my goals. So it took me some time to figure out what I wanted each space to be, and I'm finally filling in the images for them. So starting in the bottom right, it's Go, if you've played Monopoly. Next, the gray squares are for fun and recreation. First is games, and second is art and junk journaling. Next is an income tax base, that's personal. I made the railroads social media, so the first is Instagram. Now on the purple spaces are spiritual, and the first I have is doing ritual, and I've got prayer and meditation. The first chant space is between those. Now on the left corner is asking for advice. In the pink spaces, those are romance, and I've got one still empty. So, but the first one is chatting, and the second one is going on dates. And I've got another new space, it's creating new products. And another railroad, which this time is Facebook. The reds are business and career. The first one is doing ads, then creating product listings, and the last is blog post with another community chest in between them. The top left corner is going to visit museums. It's random, but that's why it's there. My oranges are money, finances related. So the first is budgets, doing freelance work, and the third is support, another chance space in between there. And what would usually be another railroad is social media, Twitter. Then the yellows, those are family and friends. The first is visiting, the other is calling, and the last is video chatting with a find partners space, and that's business related. The last corner square on the top right is scheduling. Then we have the greens, which are physical health, and I've got exercise, dance, and working with plant allies with another community chest in between. And the last, social media, YouTube, followed by another chance. And lastly, the blues, which are my physical space, which first is clean and declutter, and last is redecorate. Between those is my business taxes. The go space is for planning. I've also got some chance cards and community chest cards. My chance cards, there's 16 of those. There's 8 projects or tasks I really want to do and 8 I don't really want to do. The community chest cards are 16 like challenges, like check somewhere else for a task. Every month I will roll 5 times with my dice, and I've got this cute little witchy token that a friend made for me. Now for this month, I landed first on Ritual. I record these in the project section of my monthly spread. Another rule is if I roll a double, I have to add another roll like regular Monopoly. My next roll, I got 6 again and landed on new product, followed by a 7, yes, which lands me on blog. The next roll is a 6 again, and I land on Twitter. Everything is not working perfectly with this token. I have it standing on a binder clip. My next roll, which should have been my final roll, is an 8, and I land on community chest, and I got Instagram decides my task. I don't even know how I'm gonna do that. The last roll is a 7, and I'm back at go with planning. So I've got this little pouch where I keep all of the things in it, and I decided to add one last little project to this plan with me and make a pocket in the front cover of my bullet journal. So I mailed out cards this year. I had extra envelope, and I just plucked some washi tape on it and glued it into the inside cover. And the pieces for the game and these weather stickers I've been using will fit right in here. No, it doesn't lay the flattest. Yes, I do have to take out the game pieces, particularly the dice when I want to write on the left side, but it is what it is. So here's a look at the pocket finished and the game board for Goalopoly above my top 5. My monthly log sort of filled in. I don't have too many events this month, so lots of time to do my projects. I've got an oil milk ritual, an appointment with an allergist, a Valentine's Day, a full moon in Leo, and then President's Day and the dark moon in Pisces. Now over to my projects on the top right page. You can see the Goalopoly rolls there, and the other projects that I plan on working on. So I drew little dice next to each roll. So you see ritual, new product, blog, Twitter, community chest, IG picks my task. Look at my IG stories to find out how you can help. I'll probably put up a poll. On the right, I have Blackathon, Polarthon, Demonathon, and Shifterthon. Those are all readathons happening this month I'm interested in participating in. Then underneath the roles, I have new dentist, new GYN, taxes, all from last month. Declutter my filming area now that my desk is clear. List spring items, plan a flash sale, and job search. And back over to the right, deck study this time is the Afro-Brazilian Tarot. Plant ally this month is plantain. Plan summer, my oil milk ritual, full moon ritual, and visit with some friends. Now for the habits I'm tracking this month, I've got the job search, which connects with the one up there, plantain for that plant ally project, tarot study, which I already said is the Afro-Brazilian tarot, and journal, which I'm just letting whatever type of journaling I want to do fit that. Now for my health and wellness tracker, I actually did the wellness by accident in that spot, even with a pencil, so that's why it's all crust to the left side, but I've added some light gray markings and pencil lines because I realize it's hard to see the columns or differentiate the rows. And I've got pink for sleep, blue for water, and purple for mood, and I've got happy faces for my moods. And I'll once again use a red pen or marker for when I'm menstruating on the moon line there. My beiging spread has stayed the same. I know it got cut off a little bit while I was making it, so I'm just showing you again. The memories and music pages pretty much stayed the same. I added the hearts around them, and I realized I forgot to draw on one of the lines for the E there at the top of memories. But yeah, pretty simple. It's the content that will make these pages interesting. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram. My link is in the description to see my filled in pages. I used to do reviews, but it's a lot of editing and I don't have that much time. A picture is worth 1,000 words in this case. Lastly, the review page, which has not changed at all either, except me again fixing a line I missed. And that is my bullet journal set up for this month, this lunar cycle. While you enjoy some close-ups, I always forget to say this, but also in the description and where to find me is my Etsy shop with a 10% off discount code, as well as, like I said, my Instagram, Facebook, and other social media links. So do check them out if you're interested. Like this video if you liked it. Leave me a purple heart in the comments. Shout out to my fellow army out there. If you want to support but don't know what to say. And subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. Bye.